Hey, it's Risa G coming in from her cluttered kitchen on a very cloudy day for another Tip Tuesday. And this is a very quick tip. It's just a great way of making yourself a copycat of of the big, that big line of franchises of coffee restaurants, or whatever you want to call them, coffee stops, that we all know, that starts with an S. I came up with the idea to do these, I guess my version of a Shakerado or a Shakin coffee drink a while back. I forget where I got the original idea, but right after I got my idea for it, I saw Giada De Laurentiis do something similar on one of her shows. So I wanted to show you a great tip for the cocktail shaker that you would never think to do with a cocktail shaker. I mean, most people think of it just for cocktails. Well, you can do something else with it. Okay? If you have a K-cup or an espresso machine or a Nespresso machine, any way you can get an espresso, this is a great use for it. Now, really you have to use the kind that comes like all in one, like a more modern version. Okay, I also have an antique one. Oh, now it doesn't want to come apart. Of course. All right. Okay, this one has a top that comes off. All right, and then you strain out the ice and whatever. I don't strain out the ice, but that's me. Anyway, so it's for more of a modern day cocktail shaker, all right? Not the kind where where it has a wider base and then a glass that goes inside of it, like from the 50s. I have one of those too. It doesn't work with that because then it comes up all around the edges and spills and everything. All right, so this is for a more modern day cocktail shaker, okay? Now, first of all, this is a Nespresso, okay? I'm using a Nespresso machine, but you can also do this with very strong Keurig coffee, all right? So if you have a Keurig or anything like it, okay? All right, so with my machine, you have to put the pod in here, close it down, put it to the left, and it starts blinking, all right? At this point, instead of putting a coffee mug under there, I put ice into my shaker, okay? All right, it has stopped blinking, which means it's ready to go. All right, it's going to make what it considers a double espresso, but I've done this with single espressos. I've also done this with regular coffee too, but a smaller amount of it, if I have a little left in the bottom of a cup or something. All right, so it's brewing my double espresso right into the ice, and at this point you think, oh, it's gonna melt the ice. Well, some of the ice does melt. If you do it this way. Well, if it melts the ice, well, it still has some ice. It's almost done. We're basically done here. Now, of course, this is also the point where if you use any kind of syrups or, I don't know, agave syrup or honey or sugar or anything, if you're going to put the sweetener in, now's the time while it's actually hot, okay? All right. See, you can still hear a little of the ice. I still add more ice. All right. Then put your top on. Okay. All right, and of course now's the time for shaking. Okay, doesn't take long. All right, you can actually feel it. All right, well, it's coming out a little. I did it too strong. All right, all right, all right. You can feel it getting really icy and cold. put in your milk of choice. At the moment, it's coconut milk. It doesn't give it a coconut flavor. All right, now you can strain out the ice if you want. See, with this, it also gives you a actual head, like get at the big coffee chains. Okay, it gives you a nice little foamy head, just like that. Right, now you can drink it just like this, or you can add in flavored syrups to make it taste more like the big coffee chain. Right, you can use some more syrup or whatever, and then you can put on your whipped topping and little sprinkles and whatever, and amaze and stun your friends that you made something that tastes like that. Okay, this one's just a very basic one, but it was just a plain double espresso. Okay, so that tastes fabulous. It tastes just like like a regular espresso, like a regular cappuccino. Really does. Tastes just like a regular cappuccino that you get anywhere. Okay, and without having to spend a fortune. I mean, we buy these pods about once every couple of months, and I have them for 2 months. All right, and I can make these kind of drinks any time I want because I have a cocktail shaker. Okay, and I hope there's a great tip that you will use in your own home, in your own kitchen, in your own bar, if you have a bar. I hope you like the video. Please subscribe and press the little bell so you get notifications of every video from Reese's Cluttered Kitchen. Bye.